All right. Ooh, so, Black Sheep Conqueror. Nope, I want to be able to go on trips. I want to be able to go to events. Events that I believe are worth my time. Uh, worth, worth the trip. Worth the hotel stay. Worth the listening to. Worth the, and all that comes down to the value I get out of it. But then at the same time, I try to pay attention to who the audience is here because, like, the audience is ultimately who you get to work with in a certain degree. Because, yeah, you could, yeah, I should have brought a sweatshirt. Because, yeah, you could shut this AC off. It's blowing cold. Works instantly. Awesome. So this is just, yeah, the chill apartment, the chill hotel room. 18th floor, 180 feet up. Man, I love the architecture in this city. The skyscrapers, feels like you're in a canyon walking through downtown. It's nuts. But that's just Dallas, man. Ultimately, I want to do a review of, Life on Fire, this abundance event. It's fantastic. It really is. Man, they hit on a lot of great points. A lot of excellent points. At the same time, of the audience members and such, man, I see a lot of people who, I don't get it. The clientele, man, it's a lot of middle-aged to older people. There's a fair number of younger people, singles. Probably gonna have to go holler at one or two of them. I've talked with a couple already, just because it's part of the day. That's what you do. I mean, they have exercises to where you go and here, share this, share this, share this. Nope. It's a pretty good event. I'm happy with it. I'm pleased. 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. I mean, they let us out early today, but essentially that's what they allow the time bracket to be, so that, like, that's kind of what your expectation is. But really, when it came down to it, yeah, you leave it. We got done at 7, but then they also recommend go get dinner with, like, bring a group of 6 or something. So I joined a group. This guy Derek, I met him before the event started. I sat down in a little chair with him, and, like, I don't know, he was just off in the corner, and I liked the corner spot. I saw that, and I went over there and realized he's sitting there. I'm like, I hope you don't mind I join you. Nope, cool. Got talking a little bit for about a half hour or so before the actual event started. And he came in and sat down with me. He's cool. Guess he's a pastor or something, comes from Austin, Texas. Is looking for something more in his life. Believes this is the next step, and go for it. Now, I feel like anyone going to these events is definitely that next step in their life. Now, I would also say that everyone here is all at different phases of their life. Some are still caught up in a lot of old ways, but ultimately, like, man, they're trusting in God to, like, guide them the way they need to. Man, and God is inside of us. Oh, they had a lot of excellent points they were saying and such here, which, being Christ-based, I don't know, that's, to a certain degree, it feels like it's getting on that edge of, like, New Age to a sense, because, man, it's an event held here, but, like, I don't really get that vibe from these people when I listen to them. I hear the kind of stories they told. They both both Megan and Nick told us their testimonials from before they met each other up until when they did meet each other, and even like since then. And a lot of the how they viewed God, how they viewed the Bible, and some of the little lifestyles they lived for a while. Some of their addictions and troubles they worked with. I don't know. I went to a life coaching seminar in the same city like a year and a half ago or something, and 2 years almost. And the whole vibe was completely different. Completely different. The last one I went to, man, it seemed like a lot of egotistical silver spoons up their ass kind of mentality. And that's what they were essentially promoting to the audience, and it just didn't seem right to me. It didn't sit right with me. It was actually funny because we did an exercise today where they played a song that was like depressing. And everyone walked around depressed, and like you kind of made eye contact. It was just enough just to realize that the dude don't want you around, and then they changed the song to something which was I am better than everybody else. And they played the same song that was played at that other show. I don't know, it's funny. The other show did it like a whole like warm up get together, everyone like dances and moves in unison and shit, and like I don't know, I caught on to it while I was there. I'm like, nah, this is too much brainwash and shit. Here though, they used the song as like an exercise of, okay, so first you did the depression, then you moved into the I'm better than everybody else. They did that. If I was you, I'd want to be me too. I think that's what it was. I think that's the name of the song. If I was you, I'd want to be me too. I'd want to be me too. I'd want to be me too. If I was you, I'd want to be me too. I'd want to be me too. Which honestly, man, that shit sounds like, dude. But we all walked around with that kind of attitude. You talking to me? I don't need you. Piss off, man. Get out of my face. And then after that, we had a song of now pretend like you're meeting a friend that you haven't met in the past 20 years. So everyone jumps around and goes like hugging each other, and no, that was fun. I hugged a few people. That was fun. And then they got done with it, and they're like, yeah, so, and here in this instance, like you went back, and there were some people, man, they had to try to be depressed. They had to fake it. Like you could tell they were just like, they weren't really depressed, they were faking it. It was hard to fake it. And you could see that. Now, people who are really actually depressed, it's hard for them to actually just fake being normal. Unfortunately, they try to do that all the time. So, I mean, the exercise, man, it gave you a perspective of just how easy it is to change your attitude, change your mood just by a song. Wife on Fire. It's only day one. It's a 4-day event, man. Day one is awareness. Day 2 is breakthrough. I'm really excited to see what happens tomorrow. Because today was just the introduction, just the whole like self-reflection, looking at ourselves and such. And the kind of questions that ask me in self-reflection and such, like, wow. Like, I would almost say that this is what's the word? Clinical? Medical? It's not necessarily professional, but at the same time, man, you actually, if you really go into it and you really you're not paying attention to anybody else around you, you're only like thinking on you and like, hey man, how am I supposed to actually and what is it I need to, and like, how do I need to focus focus on it, and how do I and where are my weaknesses? What is that something I need to let go of that? And now the sleep's catching up with me. I'll probably sleep hard tonight. It's a good video. I want to get up and I want to be able to film the sunrise and then do a real kind of a Black Sheep Conqueror video. Do a second one that's more towards the whole me, not just a life on fire testimonial. I want life on fire trending on the internet, yeah. No, but no, it's been actually really nice speaking with people who, one, we all have the same God. The other event I went to, man, they were trying to, God really wasn't discussed. They tried not mentioning Jesus. They tried not mentioning biblical stuff. They kept it like health coach, life coach, like how to, power of positivity type of. It was a hella new age event. Hella new age. This event, I suppose one could try to argue such a thing. But on another token, I do believe they are doing God's work. And for the amount of industries that are out there that are pure scams, what they teach, man, it truly is worthwhile. And if you actually let it sink into you so you can, truly is worthwhile. And no, it's great. It's really good. All in all, pretty good. I'm happy. I'm impressed. Because that last event I went to, day one, I already saw a lot of problems with it. This event, I haven't really had that experience. Sure, there's plenty of time where they're doing fill-in and just guests interacting with each other for the sake of using time, but on the same token, oh my word, these dudes are on point. The kind of way they make these messages come across and get these nope, they're on point. They would do very well. It's actually interesting, kind of seeing the different energies of the people that are all here. A few girls got had their eye on me, but on the same token, only a few girls actually caught my attention, but also in a I don't know. I went to dinner with Derek, the dude I met before, and 4 elderly ladies. 2 white gals, 2 black gals. Derek's a black guy. He's 2 years older than me, 3 years older than me. And me. So we had a table of 6 with 3 white, 3 black. It was actually kind of cool. I felt, because honestly, man, I listened to each of them. They all had their own little stories. I could tell to certain people that one of the ladies really was just antsy about the idea of this is what I did, and my situation was so much worse, and mine was this, and you could tell she's using this as a source of just trying to express herself, which that's okay. On the same token, it's not something to be around, man. It was one day of a dinner, sit down, and that's cool. Still love the people, man. They're working through their stuff. And that's actually the beauty of this whole event is that, man, we are all working through our shit. And at the same time, we all like support each other. And the kind of, I don't know, there's certain people like, just by certain little comments I overheard, I did have criticisms in my mind towards them. But then later, there was actually little events that really came up and like expressed themselves and told their little story and it made me realize like, damn. Why am I thinking that about them so quickly? Because yeah, they've been through some shit. Like, I was cool, just sitting there chilling. I do like these events, but on the same token, like, nah, I feel like I'm supposed to meet somebody here. And actually, before we went to dinner, man, I'm sitting there and they're talking about it, but the people up top are talking about, like, hey, yep, just go get 6 people, talk about your little moment on fire and when that was, when you had that moment of deciding, you know what, I gotta actually, like, that's your moment of true accomplishment. You felt like you conquered something or got something you did made you feel proud about yourself. Your big one. I don't know, I listen to people tell me they bought a house, that's cool. I listen to them tell me something about a piano recital way back, and I enjoyed those. Every little instance of what people consider like their own little personal success, man, that's great. Keep it up. And then it was my turn to speak, and I'm just like, yeah, so drug smuggling, airplane, CIA, detectives, 10 years in prison, death threats, my parents are dead to me. But at the same token, like, we're all talking about our hurts and our pains, and you can tell, like, most people are actually past the part of, like, being emotionally attached to it. Like, they've kind of got to a point of accepting it and just, like, realizing that's what it is, but, like, I think I should set an alarm back for 5:30 again, get up at 5 o'clock again, start the day early, and just, like, I'll make movies in the morning. This right here is just a little follow-up on my day. I probably won't even post this. I'll probably just keep it for my own. Maybe I'll post it, I don't know. Life on Fire event, though, man, it's great. I would take video or pictures while I'm in there, but I don't want to. And there's 950 people in that room. So much energy. More than half of them are elderly people. You can tell plenty of them are literally just, I don't know. There's nothing wrong with it, man. If they got elderly people, maybe they're just at a point in their life where they're like, yeah, you know what, I gotta, like, get out of my ways. And that's how a lot of people were speaking, that they just feel like, you know what, I've been in a rut for too long, and you do something different, and, like, it's cool, because even the people that, like, are darker in nature, they're still expressing a lot of their good side and such, and even, it could just be an act, man, that's cool, but, like, as far as audience members go, man, the whole fact that I don't actually have to, like, wow, whoa. Okay, so essentially what it was is when I went to that last event, man, it was a lot of everyone's just emotionally spilling out their shit, and I guess I did the same. So that phase in my life, man, that was probably essential for when I went to that event, just to kind of like spill out my shit, think I'm hot shit, but like actually like have to swallow my pride in that moment. This event, though, I mean, I may find out something different in the next couple days, but no, it feels like a lot of people, man, they're already through the healing process. They're just looking for that last little oomph, that last click in the gear, that last like they know what their issues are. They know that stuff. It's I don't know. You go to like Christ-based, faith-based entrepreneur event, and I see a lot less chronic complainers, covert narcissist people who are just always pity, 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 pity. I saw a lot of that last time. Maybe I just didn't see him this event, and I'm like, I don't know. But it seems more like what I find here are more codependents and empath type people who actually take the time to listen as much as they're willing to talk. And I don't get the feeling, of the ones I have encountered, I don't get the feeling that anyone's trying to like talk over another. And they give them their space. And it's great because they even talk about that, man. Just give the space to like let them talk, let people be, and like just silence and listen. And that's excellent advice. So that makes all the difference when speaking to people, just letting them speak. Anyways, it's 10 o'clock here, 11 o'clock at home. No, I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling pretty tired. I'm going to set an alarm for 5. That's at least 6 hours of sleep. Get up in the morning, do something else. Still got plenty of battery life. All in all, though, day 1 of Life on Fire, Abundance event. Excellent. Praise God. Praise God. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because there's so many times I am hearing your voice in ways that I can tell that you're working. I can tell you're working in this place. And it's amazing. It's beautiful. You're working in me as much as you're working through everybody else. And I mean, if I got to be my part to be that to like everybody else, and they got to be their little part to be to me, and like, and everyone to each other, and that's, I don't know. What I see here is completely different than any other event, to where I feel more supportive people are around me now. They talk a consistent idea like this is the family, this is the tribe, this is, I mean, honestly, no, I don't have no family, I don't have no tribe. I mean, if I meet a couple people here where we can turn into that, then sure, but can't do it on my own. I don't know, I feel like there's still part of me that, like, I feel like I'm supposed to just take this to the other people that I know because, like, we needed that space apart. I mean, I don't know. I don't. I want him to. I want the answers. He doesn't just give me the answers, though. He kind of lets me figure it out as I go and make my mistakes, and meh. That's okay. I gotta get a trophy or tomorrow, or a symbol, of something that I can destroy to represent that I am now throwing away something in my life so that I can be free. Man, Nick's the biggest problem in Nick's life. Nick's ego, not Nick's ego, Nick's lack of self-worth. And because of Nick's lack of self-worth, porn became a problem first. And then weed and alcohol. Alcohol mainly is a problem. Weed, I'm still willing to argue on it. I don't consider myself addicted. I don't know. I didn't bring any through this whole trip. I'm going to go 5-6 days without any of it. And even when I get home, I'm going to go to sleep before I wake up and decide, yeah, maybe I'll roll up. So in another sense, I could just throw all that away too, and like I could do that and not have the physical symptoms. It's the that's the porn. That's the big thing, the porn. Because unfortunately, it's so readily available. It's right on my phone there. Just gotta go to www. Yeah, before at one point, man, you had to have a box of magazines sitting under your bed or something, and even then, you're limited to the pictures that you're able to collect. And now with the internet, you can just browse for hours and hours and always be watching something new and someone new, and like, it's sick. It really is sick. And I do notice the effects, the draining effects, so for that reason, I should, to get my creative energy back, yes, that's what I should be doing. Semen retention, that's my next step. What am I at, 3 days now? 4 days now? At least last night and at least the night before. Did I the other night? I think I did. Okay, so maybe it's only 2 days. Well, technically like 3, because the day before and then that day and then this day. And going into tomorrow will be 4, and then 5, and then 6 on Sunday, and then Monday would be a week. My birthday would be a week. So Nick, you can hold that out. Now this is all part of the exercises, man. They sit there, what do you gotta get away? What do you gotta throw away? What do you gotta what bondage are you holding on to? What lie are you holding on to? What self-defeating thoughts are you holding on to? Which limit your ability to keep moving forward. That's what you gotta ask people. And if they're ready to actually tell it and let it go, then they will. Otherwise, they're just going to lie and put a fake facade on and tell you what you want to hear for the moment, just so that they can get past their moment and ultimately go back to their little sinful desire. The only reason I say it that way is because I'm speaking about myself and a lot of my habits for the past long-ass time. And I am going to conquer it, I am going to defeat it, and I want it done now. I'm a warrior at heart, man. I'm a killer. I'm also a lover. Just without anyone to love. And that's kind of the part that hurts right now, man. I got a house, I got money, I got this shit. I go back to work, I just don't really want to. I want to start a business and actually start growing that way. But I have a life, I want someone to share it with. Not just anyone, not just someone to fill a role. No, I want someone who is that wife material. Anyways. Life on Fire, day 1. God bless.